The Toronto Raptors entered the fourth quarter of their game against Utah, holding a slim 3-point lead. Then R.J. Barrett surged, scoring a layup followed by a three-pointer. Scotty Barnes added a shot to extend the lead to 11. At this moment, it looked like the Raptors were on the verge of a crucial win. But suddenly, their coach made a surprising move. He pulled the starters, Barrett, Barnes, and even Emmanuel Quickley, and replaced them with lesser-known players like Calist Castleton, Jamal Sheed, and Jamison Battle. Why would a team do this with a win within reach? The answer is a harsh reality. They're trying to lose. This is a new, more subtle form of tanking. The Utah Jazz attempted the old-fashioned way of tanking, simply sitting key player Lauri Markkanen to lose games and improve draft position, but got slapped with a $100,000 fine. The NBA has been cracking down on blatant tanking, so teams like the Raptors have become more creative, benching their best players late in tight games to lose intentionally without drawing as much attention. Unfortunately, this reflects just how low tanking has sunk in today's NBA, despite the league's efforts to curb it. An NBA executive recently told ESPN that tanking and potential solutions will be a topic for the competition committee this offseason. But what more can be done? The league has already tried multiple fixes, altering lottery odds, introducing the 65-game minimum rule, and creating the play-in tournament designed to keep more teams competitive late in the season. Yet, many teams still don't care if they win late in the year, opting instead to prioritize draft position over competitiveness. As for my personal take, besides following the NBA drama, I've been enjoying a little edge on Underdog Sports. It's a platform where you can bet on player stats like over, C-Doctor unders. And right now they have a big baseball promo for opening day, with a $500,000 pot for the longest home run. If you want to try it out, just go to their lobby, pick your player, and enter code AMHOOPS for some bonus cash and a free pick. Back to the NBA. The Raptors aren't the only ones playing these games. The Jazz, for example, have only played Lauri Markkanen for 4 clutch minutes since the All-Star break, essentially conceding close games. The Oklahoma City Thunder have taken a different tack, sitting all their best players in a game against the Philadelphia 76ers, apparently trying to help Philly win and keep their own draft pick protected. So much so that the Thunder's broadcast didn't even show their starting lineup, a clear sign of embarrassment over their strategy. The problem goes deeper. There are currently 7 legitimate tanking teams, 4 more hobbled by injuries, and several veteran teams who are prioritizing health over playoff seeding. On any given night in March, more than half the league seems indifferent to winning. The result is a late-season product that's often flat and almost unwatchable. The league has experimented with various ways to fix tanking before. In the early days, from 1949 to 1966, the NBA had a territorial draft, allowing teams to claim local college stars, which changed draft dynamics significantly. Later, from 1966 to 1984, the league used a coin flip to determine the first overall pick. That system was abandoned after the Houston Rockets blatantly tanked in 1983 to 84, playing a 38-year-old Elvin Hayes heavy minutes in an effort to lose. Commissioner David Stern was so fed up that he introduced the draft lottery in 1985, which was meant to discourage losing on purpose. Today, tanking persists because it's still worth it. Players like Cooper Flagg are hyped as potential future MVPs, making the top draft pick incredibly valuable. Several teams don't even own their own 2025 draft picks because of trades. For instance, the Hawks pick belongs to the Spurs, the Clippers pick is with the Thunder, and the Kings pick could go to Atlanta if it falls outside the top 12. If the 2025 draft order was simply based on record, the Wizards would pick first with Cooper Flagg, followed by the Jazz, Hornets, Pelicans, and Sixers. But actual lottery outcomes are random, and simulations show that while some teams like the Jazz and Sixers have a good chance at the top pick, others, like the Hornets, can get unlucky despite tanking. So how can the NBA finally kill tanking? Here are some ideas being floated. Flatten the lottery odds. Every non-playoff team would have an equal chance at the top pick, removing the incentive to be the worst team. The problem? Teams might then intentionally lose just enough to miss the playoffs, creating a new kind of race to the bottom. Freeze lottery odds at the All-Star break. Teams' lottery chances would be locked mid-season, eliminating the incentive to lose games late. This would keep teams competitive down the stretch, especially those still fighting for playoff spots. Implement basketball penalties. Since financial penalties aren't effective, some owners don't mind paying luxury tax. Introduce draft penalties for chronic lottery teams. For example, if a team misses the playoffs and hits the lottery multiple years in a row, they would be barred from picking first overall for a set period. Lottery tournament. Instead of a random draw, all non-playoff teams could compete in a single elimination tournament for the top draft pick after the season. This would be a ratings hit and add excitement, but might also encourage teams to lose just enough to get into the tournament. Despite all the fixes, tanking may be an unavoidable part of professional basketball's structure. Unlike European soccer, which uses relegation and promotion to keep competition fierce, the NBA's closed system offers no such penalties for poor performance, and the lure of a franchise-changing draft pick will always tempt teams to game the system. One bright spot this year is the emergence of Bronny James. Defying expectations, he's had a breakout rookie season, going from a modest 5 points per game at USC to a legitimate scoring threat in the pros. His development shows that growth is possible even at higher levels of competition. Ultimately, the NBA will need to balance competitive integrity, fan engagement, and the realities of team building. Whether through creative penalties, new draft formats, or other innovations, the league's battle against tanking is far from over.